something. There was a glitch in the matrix, and now I have to work for the rest of my life. Hey, how are you? I'm here. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's yours truly again, Kat Rio, the girl in 9 lives, and this is yet the latest video for my motherfucking vlog. So you guys, my last video, which was about gender dysphoria, if you haven't seen that video, please stop this right now and go and watch it, because it is just full of good stuff, okay? I have done educational videos in the past. However, this one was probably one of the best ones that I've ever done because of my thoroughness and the way that I presented it. I'm giving myself major kudos here, okay? What I really loved was how well received it was by the community as a whole, and how many people commented about it. The profound effect it has had on people has just inspired me to keep going further with this. That being said, I'm going to be making a slight change in my channel. And I'm going to be making it a little less about my drama and fluff and all my BS, and to make it more geared towards education. I mean, there's still going to be a lot of me in it, so there's going to be a lot of me talking about what happens to me on my day-to-day, but I want the main focus of my channel to be that of education, because I want it to reach more people. I want it to have a stronger effect on people, and frankly, a lot of people are not going to be able to relate to my life only. I mean, yes, there are plenty of trans people out in the world, but I put myself in the most unusual circumstances that most people won't put themselves in. So it's really hard for people to relate to that, I would imagine. So that being said, I'm going to do, like I said, keep some of that in there, but I'm going to start making an attempt to keeping my channel more educational than just entertaining about my weird life, okay? So I hope that that doesn't detour any of you from staying tuned, but I really hope that you stay tuned, because you can learn nothing. Now, going back to the topic of the gender dysphoria, the second part follow-up, which is this video about that, is something that people do quite often. I have met plenty of people that have done this, and these people tend to receive a really horrible backlash from the trans community themselves. And those are people that have detransitioned. I had not thought prior to making this video about talking about this topic until I came across my comment section, and a young man by the name of Polly McCann left an endearing comment, an endearing message, a short story about his experience coming out as trans, seeking therapy, and actually being influenced by that therapy, and possibly his peers, possibly people in his life, to the fact that he was actually transgender, when in reality, after beginning the process of transitioning, he realized that he was not transgender, that he did not want to change his gender at all, that he wanted to remain a man, but that he wanted to remain an effeminate man. I mean, we all come in different shapes, sizes, and colors, you guys. Not every guy is going to be butch. Not every guy is going to be, you know, femme. It's a mixed bag, a mosh posh of just everybody. And everybody is valid, you know. The way you are is valid. But unfortunately, because we have such strict and distinct gender lines in our communities, in our society, that people get really uncomfortable when they meet an effeminate man or a very masculine woman, and they want to like thrust them into transitioning as if it's their only option. It's their only option to be relevant, or it's their only option to live happily, because everybody knows that they won't be able to live happily as an effeminate man or a masculine woman. I've seen this happen, you guys. I've met people that this has happened to. And because of their overtly effeminate, or because of Polly's overtly effeminate behavior, I would only imagine, he didn't tell me this, but I'm under the impression that maybe the people in his life felt that it would be better off if he transitioned instead of living as such an effeminate guy. And him being young and impressionable, thought, well, maybe I am transgender, you know? So he went to therapy, he started the HRT process, And it was in that time, after receiving a minor surgery, not the big surgery, but he did receive some type of minor surgery which he did not specify, but it doesn't matter. But at that point, I think is when he realized that he was not trans at all. And that he had even going as far to say that he felt that he was influenced into being trans by the people that were in charge of him. You know, the professionals in his life, the therapists in his life, and possibly even his peers and family. Who knows? This happens all the time, you guys. The woke movement is so woke that I think they're a little bit extra. Like, seriously, woke community, y'all need to calm the fuck down. Drink decaf, take a chill pill, because you're out of control. Just because a person may exhibit feminine behavior and they happen to be male does not make them transgender. Just because a female may exhibit masculine behavior and masculine characteristics does not mean that she is trans. There are people that are very comfortable in their gender and very comfortable in the fact that their characteristics are effeminate or masculine. Bottom line, boom. Accept it, take it, or leave it, but you do not have the right to influence people into making a decision. And especially when you're young. I mean, when I was young, I had the brain of a doorknob, okay? I was so naive and I could have been influenced into doing anything, probably. And I don't think that many people are that different. At a young age, we are impressionable. We are easily swayed, and we want to be liked. We want to be accepted. We want somebody to lead us. We want somebody to kind of help us along the way. So there's nothing to be ashamed of falling under the influence of somebody that you deem as professional, or somebody that you put all of your faith and respect into because they have some type of degree or something. You know, too often people are pushed into making these decisions because they don't really know who they are. This is why I really stress to you guys, it is so important for you to know who you are. Me personally, if you are thinking of transitioning, my advice to you would be to live as the gender that you think you identify as at that moment, and do that day to day for as long as you possibly can. If after a certain period of time, you do not feel whole, you do not feel complete, you do not feel comfortable in your own skin, then you, boo, are probably not trans. So your issue lies somewhere else. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a professional. So please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. It's important to challenge everything that you hear, even if it comes from me. It comes from anybody, even a professional, doctor, whatever. Never take what people say at face value. Always challenge what people tell you. Measure it up in your own life. Weigh it out. See if this holds water, see if this makes sense to you or if it resonates with you. Because in the end, you guys, only you know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, don't feel bad. Most people walking around don't know who they are. It takes work to get to know yourself. It's a journey. It's not like you're just going to wake up one day and say, hey, self, I'm me, and just meet who you are. No, you have to spend time by yourself with your thoughts, and you have to meditate. You have to reflect. You have to get to know what you like, what makes you tick, what you dislike. And you have to know yourself inside out, because no one else can tell you who you are. There will be people that will try to tell you who you are, like extremists or your friends or your family or your job. They will try to tell you who you are, but you need to know who you are, because you'll feel it. If somebody tells you to do something that's contrary to who you are, you're going to feel off about it. So be in tune with your body, be in tune with your psyche and your spirit. So a lot of you may be thinking, well, Kat, how do I do that? How do I get to know myself? Well, I'll tell you what, it's super easy. Stop what you're doing, drop your phone, turn off the music, get away from the friends, go outside, take your shoes off, let your feet touch the grass, and sit there for about 15, 20, 30 minutes, right? And just sit there with nature and just be present in the moment. If you truly want to know how to be yourself, how to get to know yourself, you have to learn to do meditation. By meditating, it will keep you present, it will keep you in the moment, and you will get to know yourself. I promise you that. But it takes work, you guys. It's not going to be like something you can just do in 5 minutes. It's a lifetime. I'm still getting to know who this person is that you see before you. It's an ongoing process that's never going to end. Even when we leave this life and go into the next, we're still going to be getting to know who we are. So don't think that getting to know yourself is a destination. Think of it as a journey. It's a journey that unfolds every day, every minute, every hour of your life. So it's also important that when you seek therapy, to make sure that you got a good therapist to see if what they're saying is something that you agree with or not. Sometimes we may not agree with our therapist, but it's important that you at least give them a chance to hear them out and see where they're coming from. Also, do your research, man. Everything right now in this day and age is at the end of your fingertips. You can just reach over to your phone and find anything out that you need to find out about any topic in the world. So use those resources to get to know if what these people are telling you is factual. Fact check and research and challenge things. This is the only way. So I think you guys got the point of what I'm trying to make about getting to know oneself. So I'm going to stop that right there so that I don't end up being completely redundant for this entire video. And I want to go directly to the topic of people like Polly McCann. Polly, I have to tell you, I think that you're an incredibly brave person. The risk that you take exposing your most vulnerable and most secretive experiences, things that are incredibly personal, must be so difficult for you to just let people know about what happened to you and why you did what you did and the steps that you took to correct it. Too often when people detransition, they become victims of attack from the trans community themselves. I have seen this time and time again. If you go through YouTube and you pull up any video about a detransitioner, read the comments, and the most hateful and vicious comments typically will come from the trans community. And listen, I've known since I transitioned that the trans community, they're not the warmest and fuzziest bunch of gals you ever wanted to meet. In fact, even now, 4 years into being trans, I only have 2 trans friends to speak of. That's my friend Misty, who I never see because she's always in school and working I don't know how many jobs. And she's pretty much, under my opinion, trying to take over the world. And that's why I'm glad I'm on her good side. Right, Misty? So the other one that I'm friends with is old Anna Margarita, who's back there playing with her braid. And been trying to do her own braid for about 30 minutes now. I'm only starting to realize she's been quiet as a mouse. Right, Anna Margarita?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Say hi. She's got a beautiful dress, doesn't she look good? Enseña todo lo que está, el vestido que tienes. So, Miss Anna Margarita, you want to show yourself? Enseña el vestido a todo el mundo. Y ese pelo que tienes tan linda. She recently got this new dress and some beautiful new shoes. Let's see those shoes, girl. Come on. Yes, honey. Yes. I really got to pick up that artwork from the floor. Sorry about it. Well, she is looking fierce. Yes, I said fierce. I aged myself. Whatever. It is what it is. So, yeah, besides Anna Margarita and Misty, I don't have any trans friends because, honestly, they're not the friendliest batch of bitches they ever wanted to meet. But I know why, because we are very guarded creatures and we have been abused and we've been neglected and we've been attacked. And so therefore we're very weary of people we don't know. So I can't blame trans women for being as guarded as they are, but it would be nice to connect with some more and to make some. So Miss Anna Margarita, you want to show yourself? Enseña el vestido a todo el mundo. Y ese pelo que tienes tan linda. She recently got this new dress and some beautiful new shoes. Let's see those shoes, girl. Come on. Yes, honey. Yes. I really got to pick up that artwork from the floor. Sorry about it. Well, she is looking fierce. Yes, I said fierce. I aged myself. Whatever. It is what it is. So, yeah, besides Anna Margarita and Misty, I don't have any trans friends because, honestly, they're not the friendliest batch of bitches they ever wanted to meet. But I know why, because we are very guarded creatures and we have been abused and we've been neglected and we've been attacked. And so therefore we're very weary of people we don't know. So I can't blame trans women for being as guarded as they are. But it would be nice to connect with some more and to make. But unfortunately, in my experience, every time I try to make friends with a trans woman, it just never seems to pan out. You know, they always have something sneaky or shady going on, it seems, or they have a hidden agenda, or they're just bitches. And I don't even know why that is, boo, because I'm as friendly as they come. And we are not competition, baby, because I don't compete with anybody. To me, if I'm interested in someone and they want you, then you can have them, because I'm not fighting for a man that doesn't want me. So there is no competition here, lady. Let's just be sisters. This is what we're here for, to support each other. Yet the trans community, at least in regards to where Florida is in the picture, they are not really the easiest girls to get to know. And I'm trying to break that wall. I'm trying to climb over that wall and bridge that distance that we have among one another. There is no unity in our trans. And Broward County is full of transgender women. I mean, and transgender men. I'm not trying to discount them, but being that I'm a transgender woman, I only really relate to transgender women. When it comes to transgender men and women, they really don't hang out together. They're really not two peas in a pod. In fact, trans men have been known to really be hella unfriendly towards us. And not all of them. I've met quite a few. They're just beautiful people and very friendly to us. But as the bigger picture that I've experienced, they kind of tend to be grumpy assholes. I'm not saying that they all are. I'm just saying that a lot of them do. I mean, listen, if you were full of testosterone like these guys were, you'd be pretty pissed off too. Trust. I remember how it was. So I empathize with them. And trans women. I mean, it is not easy being us. So I don't judge them accordingly. I'm just telling you my experience with them. So be that as it may, take it the way you want to take it. That's been my experience. But I'm trying to change that. I want people to know that, at least regarding me, that this is a safe place. I'm going to accept you open arms just the way that you are. I want nothing from you. I just want to be your friend, your confidant, you know. But that takes work. Trust takes work, and trust has to build. So hopefully that thing will bridge itself once people get to know who I am more and see the efforts that I'm trying to push forth with this channel. So I think I've captured your attention enough with this topic. I really hope that I've given you some insight as to people that have detransitioned and some of the difficulties that they go through before and after. And also I wanted to give you a little insight on how the trans community is with one another, and a much better job, a much more not so rushed job in presenting this video. But for some reason, I'm just feeling rushed tonight because my friend's here and we got things we got to do. And also I wanted to pump out a video because I want to be consistent. So next video will be a lot better, well planned out, I promise. But I hope you got something out of this video today. And I thank you so much for your support. And thank you so much for tuning in, man. You guys make it so worthwhile doing these videos. I'm so stoked to do them. I love doing them. And I want to continue to do them. So if you like this content, please hit that subscribe button and like button, man. The more you hit that, the closer I get to getting monetized. And I could just do this for a living. Hello. Anyways. Love you guys much. Have a good night. Have a good week. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.